Now, the question is, do we try and gas everyone? Let's have a look. Is it this faction quest? No. Is it momentary? Okay, so it's the quest we're already on. We need to deal with them. We could knock them out. And it might be quicker to knock them out, but I don't know where we would go to do that. Here we go, utility terminal. I'm answering my own questions before I can even finish asking them. So that's bad. Those two are just shuffling about. Is it quicker to just kill them? If I'm going to have to stealth my way past them all like this, it might be quicker to just kill them, but let's try and be sneaky. Not killing people might make a nice change. Right, you're facing that way, so we'll just come over here.
If it weren't for the random explosive canisters everywhere, I'd almost call this cozy.
Now we're circling around. We're past those two lads. Getting close to the terminal
Imagine
now.
making that much of the stuff and it still tastes bad.
No, you're not looking. You're parasites again. Here we go. Terminal. Dispense gas. How to be a janitor. Training file corrupted. Please guess how to do your job to the best of your ability. Excellent.
It would seem the erratic footsteps that my pacing delirious employees have taken. So I presume the sedative works. Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Is it now? Let's have a look around. We might have been better off just killing them all, because they're just going to carry on with their experiments now, aren't they, with these parasites that are still living. But hey-ho. If we had killed them all, they would just find some more people and do it again, so yeah. There's no winning with these people. Now, is this the unlocked storage lockers? I'm going to assume so.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Oh dear.
The hell was that?
Dr. Blossom is dead then? She was going to reveal information about Halcyon Helen's movements, but
Timeline discrepancy
now it seems like she can't.
nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
So, the vent is probably not meant to be gaping open, so someone's either come in or gone out this way. Seems like something a character in a serial adventure might do, like Halcyon Helen, perhaps? And someone wanted the power cuts or something. Very well. Curious. And yeah,
Just when we were gonna get some answer.
here we go.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
That is a discrepancy. Let's examine them. So they haven't lost a lot of blood. But they are definitely dead. They're not just pretending. Small, thin puncture marks like needles, like the Needler gun. Halcyon Helen's signature weapon, which may or may not be in her possession right now. No bullet casings.
Anyone else think there should be more bullet holes here?
Well, they're definitely dead. Any idea what happened?
The Needler. Yeah, these look like needle wounds.
Helen had a needler, didn't she?
Yes,
Her
Nyoka.
murderer could have stolen it.
Yes. I'm pretty sure the Needler was used, but was it stolen? Or was it Helen? Well, there's Dr. Blossom's keycard. Maybe that will help us after all. Terminal, view download confirmation. So someone's downloaded a file. Very well. And Helen had a lab tour. Were there two Helens, perhaps? An imposter and the real thing? Error, file deleted. Parasite findings. We could really use hacking.
Don't they realize this just makes us more curious about that data file?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Yep. That makes sense. So I guess there's no further reason to scan them. But what have we got over here?
Detected nearby.
What are we analysing? Just another
The
dead
organic
person.
matter that
Yep.
comprises this lab worker
Very well.
died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Now, are those parasites? Yeah, they are. I don't like any of what's going on over here.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... Phew. This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium gigaseous Slug Research Report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
The Gatling. Sounds curious. There doesn't seem to be anything terribly exciting going on in our office. I'm not missing anything, am I? I mean, this is all just given the killer ample time to run away, but I think that's fine. We probably weren't meant to catch them at any point.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time.
I think we'll be
Releasing
fine.
the waspitos for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
I don't know what a wasquito is. I don't particularly want to know what a wasquito is. We're about to go find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. So that was probably set off by the person who's just shot Dr. Blossom and who we're chasing right now. We could go to the pollinization control terminal and see if there's any clues. It seems to want us to do that. That's over there. What is this faction quest that we're on? So, investigate the dead saplings and the fried console. We also need to look into that. And those things are kind of over there as well, so that's cool. No, those are waspitos. They look like mantis swarms. They're probably the same, basically. Just as easy to kill. Maybe not terribly easy to kill. Okay, Ellie's taking a pounding.
Rizzo's bags and guests trapped in the orchards for your patience as the pollinization cycle commences. Don't forget,
They'll be fine.
our trees and bushes can't pollinate themselves.
Timeline discrepancy detected.
Now, this will be where the dead saplings were then. Very well.
Want to be your friend?
And there's clues nearby, but there's also villains. Where are the villains? Now, do we want to go too far, or do we want to look for the clues? Yeah, we should probably do a bit of shooting first. Kind of tricky to see them, though. So letting the crew clean them up is probably wise. Yeah, should have a sip with that. Not a sip, a sip. But still.
Before death. So if you cannot understand this message, that may be why.
Right. Oh, bloody hell, there's loads of them. Maybe we should look at this console first. Does this need to be analysed? No. Do we need to do anything with it? I mean, it's a canister. So they've been poisoned, for sure. But it's not allowing us to do anything. Maybe that's because we're in combat. Suppose we'll clean this lot up ourselves if the crew are going to be lying down on the job. There we go. Much shooting later. We've got them all down. And insects? No, we'll reject that perk point. Now, where was that canister?
Timeline discrepancy
Cool.
detected nearby. Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the Orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide, on purpleberry saplings is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
So that does sound like sabotage. Where are these normally kept?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
And let's have a deeper look at it.
Chemical makeup of substance, 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Very well. Okay, so that's that part of that side quest out of the way. The fried console was back over here. Oh, is this the hedge that we were advised about? The little hedge maze thing, perhaps?
Timeline discrepancy detected
Or is it not?
nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Let's perform mechanical analysis. I don't want to taste it.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners. Number 35.
So it's probably a
number
Rizzo's
49,
product.
Number 240. Number 322. Number 314. And many, many, many others.
Suppose we could taste it then.
Please stop tasting things, Captain.
It's fine, Yoka. It's just Rizzo's stuff. And yeah, so the electrical panels were removed, then fastened back into place. So someone removed them, splashed it with everything, and then put them back, maybe? It's hard to say. Sounds like the crew are having fun. And that's that side quest out of the way for now, isn't it? Yeah, negligence has been found. So, we can't find room A2 yet, because that's back at base. So, optional, deal with the mosquito swarms. Find a way to stop the pollination thing. How would we do that? Is there a console? Yeah, there's a control terminal. So are those going to just keep spawning until we stop them? So we're going back into here, which you'd been in before. And is this shed now open? It is, okay. So our mysterious criminal opened this for us. Abort the cycle. Recent activity. Okay, nothing's showing up. Outgoing messages. So, from Chen to Lawson. Okay, so there's no password protection, no confirmation messages. It just kicks off and then there's mosquitoes everywhere. Right, so Morris invented the mosquitoes, I guess. And then he wanted to get out of here, but now he's changed his mind. Since that treatment, I found it difficult to stay mad about much of anything. So did he get parasited at some point? Maybe. A clue. It's a multi-purpose tool, and it's strange. Shall we scan its chemical makeup like we do with everything else?
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
Very well. And the casing? Oh, do we not have high enough dexterity for that? Good thing we were an engineer as well, isn't it? So, there was a slug logo on it. Let's conclude the examination.
So, what'd you find?
So there were fuel traces on the multi-tool, so it could be from the docks or the distillation station.
Huh. Wonder why someone would leave it here.
And it's also likely that whoever released the mosquitoes was a slug employee.
I know Sublight deals in shadiness, but sending swarms of horrible insects after us is a new low.
So are we considering that it might well be a slug employee who's causing all of this bother for us? Could be the case. It's hard to say. Is there anything else we need to look at around here? Or shall we just go back and speak to Lou? Well, I suppose we should go back and speak to the idiots that are in charge of this place. Hello.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
Was it you?
How's the investigation
You're
going?
Slug.
You got a complete report for me yet?
I have completed my investigation.
All right. Let's hear the details.
So, a drink was spilled over the processing console, which shorted it out.
A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
It does, doesn't it?
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
Well, there was a herbicide mixed in with the fertilizer, which killed the saplings.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
That's probably true. And the exterminator automechs were just...
I see you left a few of them
Messed.
intact even. Smashed more than I'd like, but I guess I'm glad you didn't obliterate them all.
Never did like leaving a job half-finished myself. But that's me.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
I mean, they were trying to kill everything, really.
Reckon they've got something in common with the waspitos then. Probably why Slug just set the mechanicals to attack everything. Eventually, they'd kill our pollinizers.
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
Oh, that's a good point.
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
And is there a way to manually initiate a pollinization cycle?
Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it?
Given everything else in this game, it's probably Spacer's choice. But I will say nothing for now.
You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything, but the peace of mind would have been worth much to me. Right now, we of the Orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The Orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
Yeah, Rizzo's like bits to spare after the Brown unveiling, so you can pay them then with interest.
Never like paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished now, we'll be able to pay later. Thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have this conversation again.
Okay, so what have we learned? I mean, we've learned that someone probably has been sabotaging stuff. And the person that shot Dr. Blossom may have been a Slug employee. I'm not 100% on that so far. But now I guess we need to go back to Lou. You... I might just come back and shoot you later. I don't like you. Okay, Lou.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The Waspkitos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
And more than a few lives. Does that not bother you?
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
The plot thickens, Administrator.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead. Murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
All I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
Oh yeah, someone stole some of your data. I suppose we should let you know that. It's probably not important.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Okay, so we can't do that because we lack hacking skills yet again. Yeah, this happened just before the Waspkito attack. Someone was trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games.
Yeah, they're for nerds.
Did you discover anything else?
I'll let you know if I learn anything else.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands.
You do.
When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
Oh, good. We'll be back. Now, do we start leveling up hacking? We've got lockpick up to 100, which is good for most things. But do we specialize in it? Or do we generalize and go for hacking instead? Maybe we get hacking up to like 110, because I'm sure I've seen some 110 locks around the place. And now we should probably go down and speak to the coroner. And we'll bring Ellie along again because of her doctoring skills, but we'll also bring Felix, because you got to let him out into the fresh air every now and again. Or do we start by actually bobbing downstairs? Yeah, let's see if we can find our way into room A2 at this point. Because we still want to wrap that up. Or maybe we could just lockpick things. Let's see, that just allows us up and back out. And oh, that allows us into here. Hello, Bellhop Sullivan.
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
We have. We recognise your voice, and we are, in fact, pleased to finally meet you.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you, too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
I am curious as to why you're locked in, but let's see. Any gossip about Norville? Norville. Is he the one that wrote the fan fiction? Maybe. What do you know about Norville?
Oh, yes. Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
Do you know anything about Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
I hadn't heard that rumor, but I don't believe it. Have they been a problem at the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily. But they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are.
That is a good question.
Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
No, I mean, why can't the guests just press the buttons themselves, though, Sullivan?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
Goodbye. So does that mean if, for example, something horrible were to happen to you, we could get to the VIP floors? Also, what's that all about? Why has that been scrubbed off? I feel like this is a clue, Gun. Why aren't you telling me things? Anyway, back to the ground floor. So, where might I find keycards for
Of course the hotel don't give their workers
A2.
a decent living. Why would they? That'd be, you know...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, now we've spotted something, have we, Gun? Is it in there? Well, that's no help, because I can't get in there, can I? You silly sausage. Yeah, we did find a parasite, didn't we? Is it gone? Yeah, it was in this room, wasn't it?
Nice and easy.
It's gone now. We should have probably dealt with it. Whilst we have the chance. Oh well. So where would A2's key be? Would it be back in the orchards? Did we just miss it somewhere close? No, because they bought Evan here and dropped him off.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
And so they had the key on them at the time. The plot thickens again, but this time in relation to keycards.